Alright, I'll pick it up from where I accidentally stopped the last recording. So here we are, a nice little lounging paradise here by a Zen garden pond. So I'll just finish what I was saying before. I kept talking for like 5 minutes after that, so I want to try and remember what I said because I think it would be of service to some people. Basically, what I was saying after the video stopped was, if you look at relationships like investments, you're investing your time, your resources, your finances, your energy. You're putting so much of you into your significant other. And the thing that never really made sense to me about it, after going through it myself, I have a very, I guess, tainted, damaged, and somewhat traumatic experience, and that's why my perspective on it is probably quite stronger than most, is that I went through like a really, really rough time in my early 20s, got involved with someone I was in love with, and then it kind of fell apart after our son Ethan was born. Went through a lot of challenging situations with that. The good thing is I've got a great, beautiful, healthy son, which I wouldn't trade the world for, but it taught me a lot. And what it taught me was that nothing really lasts forever in this life. If you look around, someday all of this will be gone, and everyone around here will be gone. As dark as that seems, it's reality. Unless they invent, you know, some kind of chip that keeps us living forever, which I wouldn't really doubt in the near future. But as of right now, everything's finite. And the thing that doesn't make sense for me is if you invest all these resources into a person that's going to one day vanish, chances are, it's kind of like the same thing as investing. That why would you put everything you own, all the eggs in one basket, as they say? Hello. 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 Bye bye. Bye. See you. Bye. I love the Japanese people. Literally the friendliest people on the planet. It's just a whole different life over here. I'll talk about that in a second. I'll tell you a story what happened last night after this one thought. So if you're going to invest all these resources, why would you put it all in something that's going to eventually vanish? Most situations, hopefully they last forever, and now it's perfect, right? That's the perfect world, and sometimes, a lot of times that happens. But I'm all about making friendships and connections with people and building relationships with various individuals. I don't mean like dating, I just mean like getting to know people and from all over the world and getting these experiences and things like that. Whereas you're growing a lot more and you're learning a lot more from different streams, you know, that's really multi-dimensional. And that's just my opinion, and I wanted to share that because for me that makes sense. Like, for example, last night I was out here, I'll walk around this pond, and I was just walking down the street and then asked someone, this group, directions, and we all started chatting and spending some time talking. There was 3 girls from Thailand, from Bangkok, and we chatted for a while and then exchanged information, Facebook. They have like a big Instagram page or whatever. And then today, I wake up, I check, that was like this huge, they're like these 3 super famous Thai celebrities, singers. They're in a girl group called Asian Dolls. And they have like 40,000 Instagram followers, I mean like 50,000 people on their Facebook page. And they were just like these 3 really nice, super friendly girls that we just chatted. Nothing happened. It was just kind of like a cool conversation, and I had no idea, you know. And there's a contact because I'm going to be going to Thailand in the near future, and they said they want to come visit Korea. So boom, right there. If I was in a relationship, I probably would have never had that connection or conversation. Another example, I was in Hong Kong a few weeks ago, and met some really, really cool people there. Had one of the best dates of a long time. Nothing happened. We just went out for dinner and a drink, but just really like stimulating conversation. And now we're just super good friends, and we'll meet up along the way. She's coming to Korea, and it's just these little kind of moments in life that sometimes if you are closed off from them, you miss out on them. But on the flip side, what I really envy about people who are in long-term relationships or married, that they can come to places like this with their significant other and partner and experience a trip like this together, where here I'm walking around this beautiful temple and garden in the middle of this island on Japan alone, you know. There's times like this where I do envy all these couples that I see having nice romantic vacations and trips together. But on the other hand, I really like traveling solo and doing my own thing, but there are times where it would be nice to have someone to share it with, obviously. So there's two sides to the situation. So if you have any thoughts on relationships versus single life, marriage versus solo living, I'd love to hear it, because I'm trying to put a really interesting class debate together for my freshmen. I guess it's open to all university students at this Conversation Zone Club. And the more kind of content I can have for it, of people's real experiences, I think the better it'll be for everyone, and more enjoyable, as well as for people to kind of get the word out that if you are single, it's not always because you don't have the option to be. You know, I want to get away from this stigma where people ask me all the time. That's why I wanted to shoot this video, is because it's literally the first question people ask. You know, older Korean people, young people, doesn't matter, guys, girls, students of mine. Are you single? Are you married? You're not married. Why not? Why not, teacher? Like, what's wrong with you? And I think we need to try and get away from that, because there's a lot more independent, super successful women out there in the world that are starting their own businesses, creating their own careers, and that they're choosing actually not to settle down and get married. They're putting their profession before marriage or having a family. And, you know, I respect that. However, I also respect people that are looking for finding their soulmate, and I think we all are, and that's what, you know, essentially mankind has been doing forever. You know, that's why there's so many of us around. Everyone's procreating, and the system seems to be working. But I hope this kind of is food for thought. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, beautiful view, and I hope that I didn't bore you too much with the thoughts and ramblings, the philosophy that came up in this ancient Orient Zen paradise here. So, like I said, comment below and share this if it resonates with you. If you didn't like it, I apologize, but it's just kind of what's coming up for me, and I like doing these videos for my travel blog, to kind of look back however long, hopefully 50 years from now, and being like, wow, maybe I'll be settled down with a wife and a new family, and be looking back and be like, wow, why did I enjoy traveling alone all the time when it's so much better with someone else? Who knows how the future will turn out, but this is where I'm at now, and it's not a bad place. So enjoy your week or weekend. Konnichiwa from Japan.